Do you imagine like doing this on accident? Talking my YouTube. Welcome everyone. Hi guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is iSplinter. Today we're going to be talking about how to get 20 kills solo versus squads. I'm going to show you guys some tips and tricks on how to achieve that goal. I know a lot of people do struggle with getting even 20 kills in solo squads. They want to learn how to play the aspect of the game. Playing solo squads, it's a whole different ball game compared to just doing squad versus squads in your normal battle royale matches. But I highly recommend trying doing solo squads. It will help you become a better player overall. You'll learn a lot of placement techniques. You'll just find a lot more about yourself and your skill. And yeah, so we're gonna get started here. I'm gonna be doing a two-part series. The first one's gonna be, like I said, how to get 20 kills, solo versus squads, tips and tricks. And then the second video will be how to get 30 plus kills in solo versus squad. So the most important thing that I learned, and this is actually from Parker. He told me this before. He told me to loot bodies, not buildings. In the very beginning, loot what you can and start killing people, because those people are already looting the buildings that you're already going to enter, and they're already going to be empty. Loot bodies, not buildings. Keep that in mind. You always want to loot fast and get out of there and land where there's a chopper spawn so you can get in the chopper and start moving. It's all about fast pace and efficiency, being smart, placement, high ground, all that stuff. So just remember that, because like I said, when you're looting buildings, you're wasting so much time on like, you're missing out on kills. Your very first tip is picking the right class. A lot of people are like, which class should I play to get those 20 kills? Very recommended to go airborne. You have higher chances of getting 20 kill games, 30 kill games with airborne. Another good class to use is Ninja. Obviously, that's one of the best classes in the game right now, just because of the dead silence feature with your upgraded class for Ninja. No one can hear you, so it's very easy to kill people because you're silent and people can't hear you, unless there is a counter, which is Trickster. When the Trickster is upgraded, the Trickster class is upgraded, the enemy can hear your footsteps, in case you did not know that. So that's why a lot of people die sometimes. If you're a ninja, like, how did he hear me? But he has Trickster, so you could hear that. Medic is a really underrated class for solo squads, but very, very helpful for sure, because you're able to heal within like, what, 4 seconds, 3.5 seconds, when it's upgraded with an adrenaline. Come on, dude, like 3.5 seconds, I think it is, to pop an adrenaline, compared to what, 7 or 8 seconds. Like, huge game changer. Another good class is Defender. Really good. It did get nerfed, but it's still really good to use because it's a quick cooldown and it does flash for 2 seconds, which is still helpful. Mechanic, I would really recommend, because it's not a class where like it's gonna affect a whole squad. Obviously the mechanic can help, but it only focuses one target. So, and then Trickster, very recommended, because Trickster, you can see enemy footsteps a lot further away on the mini map, which helps a ton, especially when you're trying to find squads. Trap Master, probably the most toxic class in the game. A lot of people hate this class because people think it's just cheap and stuff like this, but if you want to use it, by all means, go ahead. I've gotten 40 plus kills, I don't know how many times. Yes, 40 plus kills with Trap Master, because it's really OP. But do not camp with Trap Master. That's where I lose respect for people that use Trap Master. You guys have seen me play with Trap Master. I don't camp with it. I'm very aggressive with the class, meaning I freaking throw those traps onto the enemies in the field when they're pushing me. So that way you can basically set up like a force field or like a shield for yourself, and they'll run through that trap as they're pushing you, and you just pop your head up and kill them. Like, it's very simple. Poltergeist, Invisible man nearby. Bro, you're not invisible. I'm sorry. Near invisible. You're not invisible. So I wouldn't recommend Poltergeist. I don't think it's that amazing. Smoke Bomber, amazing class for solo squads. Amazing class. The only crappy part right now, Smoke Bomber has a lot of glitches and a lot of issues right now where you cannot see your enemies in the smoke, which is the whole point of Smoke Bomber. I wouldn't use it right now. That's just my opinion. Probably Ninja, Trickster, and Airborne, I would say. Ninja, Trickster, and Airborne are my top 3 classes, I would probably say. And maybe Medic, but anyways. Another important thing is to make sure you always have an adrenaline. If you can find, always keep one on you if you can. Always be at 150 HP before you enter a gunfight. Unless you can't find one, you better hope you have like at least a level 2 vest or a level 3 vest. On level 1, like, it is what it is. Like, it'll help somewhat, but it'll break really easily. So obviously I cannot find a vest, so I'm gonna go ahead and just take off. Another important thing is to remember your flight path. Very, very important in the very beginning of the game. So that was Circus to Ski Town. So I always kind of keep an imaginary line throughout the whole entire game in my head when I'm playing solo versus squads, because the majority of all the squads will land within the flight path, wherever it's going. Like I said, from Circus to Ski Town. So just look around at like the areas around you, like where a lot of people usually land. Like for example, since it's from Circus to Ski Town, that line will go through Pipeline, Farm, Bus Station, Nuclear Plant, Outpost, and then Ski Town. So you have to think, okay, someone's probably gonna land at Circus because it's a high tier loot spot. The Easter egg event's going on. A lot of sweats will be there, so be careful. Second option is probably Farm. Docks has been very, very deserty, I would say, these last few seasons. A lot of people don't really land Docks unless it's a high tier loot thing. Depending on where you're at, always try and look for like a high ground opportunity, like rooftops, water towers, whatever the case may be, so that way you're aiming down on your targets, because you'll get a lot more headshots, which do more damage to the target. And just being aware of your surroundings is key. Always making sure you're looking around. Never stop and just don't do anything. Don't just stop. It's like the worst thing to do, because you never know, there could be a sniper or whatever. So like when the first airdrop comes out, it's the most like important thing to go to. Just depending where it's at though. So if it's pretty close by or you're within the area, then go to that airdrop, because more than likely there will at least be 1 to 2 squads, maybe 3 squads to start at the airdrop, so that'll help you get more kills. Always try and get your loadout as soon as possible. That'll help you get 20 kills, especially if you have a good loadout, like a AK-47 loadout. If you don't have a good loadout, then I highly recommend using my loadout, which will be on my Discord. I do have a YouTube video on it as well. Doing solo versus squads, try and go for high kills. It takes a lot of patience, guys. You have to understand, like, you're gonna get frustrated, you're gonna want to rage quit, you're gonna want to quit. Take a break, take a breather. Try and you have to have calm nerves. Like, that was like the most important thing I had to learn playing solo squads. I always got super frustrated and dying, and I still do. You guys see me like rage on stream sometimes. I would get super shaky. Like, I would start getting really nervous. I'd start like freaking out, because it's a scary thing. You're going against full squads just by yourself. So there's a lot of things you have to learn over time. Like I said, I've been playing since season 2. If you want to focus on getting better, you have to put the time, you have to put the sacrifice in. Always learn from your mistakes when you die. Every time you die, there's a reason why you died. Obviously, there's some games that don't have platforms. So for example, you have the flight path. Once again, remember the flight path. You got all the way from estate to frigid wetlands. A lot of teams will stay within that area of the flight path. So you got estate. People probably land at farm, standoff, maybe bus station for the terminal upgrade, and probably go to black market sanitarium-ish areas. You might have one team going over to Sakura, but more than likely you're gonna have teams landing here at farm, I'd imagine. That'd be funny if there's actually no teams here. That would be funny. Oh yeah, there's teams here. Okay, cool. So yeah, look for a good gun. Don't sit forever looting. Not a good idea. Loot what you can and try and go get for kills. So let's dial in here. So we do have one squad here. Just loot as fast as you can. Don't think about anything else. Just like, obviously, like, remember where people land if you can, and just start looking for loot. So in the very beginning, you can take some time to loot a little bit, especially if you're not on a platform, because you want that good gun. And then obviously, if you get an adrenaline, like always use it as soon as possible. But like I said, highly recommend using secondary shotgun for your secondary class or secondary item, and then having like an assault rifle. Get out of there. Cluster's so OP, dude. I highly recommend with the AK-117 too. Because the hip fire is just so good on the AK-117, man. So I'll throw a smoke grenade down so they can't see me. There's gonna be a guy right here. Real player too. I didn't even see him. Okay, so we're at 2 real players. Obviously you want to kill one more guy, which will be this dude right here probably. And you want to move on. That's a bot right there. So like I said, you gotta remember the bot's movements and all of these other extra things. So my airborne exploded. And I think that's the last player. Yeah, that is. Okay, so like I said, cycle 3, meaning kill 3 players, move on to the next zone. If there's not more squads. So your goal is just to kill 3 players per zone. Always focus on 3. Now, for example, if there's a duo versus squads team, and it's just a duo, then just kill the duo. There's no point in trying to look for certain things. You'll know if there's a full squad there. You'll know if there's only a duo there. And sometimes you'll know if there's only a trio there. You just have to hear the movements and get used to the movements on the minimap and all that stuff, which will help a ton. Okay, so there's just gonna be a squad here as well. So, okay, maybe they are all together and left. Okay, there's still 1 real player over here jumping. There's 2 real players. Okay, so I got 2 guys right next to each other. I do have a bot over here. So in standoff, your best option in standoff is to take high ground immediately. And use your high ground to your advantage. Okay, so there's still 2 guys left. That's 3. Or that's 2, I'm sorry. This guy has no idea I'm up top for some reason. I gotta be careful with this last guy because he's at least decent. So I'll drop airborne and leave. So that's another team I just cycled. 3 kills, right? All right, so now we'll move on. Probably head towards docks, I would say. The first airdrop was over by Circus, so I have a snowboard. I'll use the snowboard. Like I said, really recommend using or trying to find a snowboard as soon as possible. The best way, obviously, is to find it inside a house, and if, like I said, if you're not, if you cannot find one in a house, then just go look for players, kill them, and usually they'll have a snowboard. Your number 1 priority is to try and get a chopper. Like, the number 1 priority is getting a chopper. Always. It'll help you move across the map a lot faster. That's why everyone says get a helicopter. It'll help very much. Okay, I'm derping right now. So like with airborne, I recommend upgrading your terminal because you're able to fly a lot further and a lot higher at the very launch. of your launch pad. And I think the cooldown timer reduces as well. Yo, what's up, Streg? Alright, so we do have a chopper over here. Nice. Derp. Come on, baby. Go. So we're at 8 kills, right? I'm gonna leave. I'm getting landed on. So another thing, if you're running airborne, get in a pull out your shotgun so you can just land behind somebody. So you got one guy on the ground here. I don't see anyone else. Okay, he's up on the sniper tower, and I think he sees me. Yeah, he sees me. He wasn't that smart. Oh, I just missed a bunch of loot. Okay, so we'll go ahead and go get my custom loadout. My man Pilo. Okay. So yeah, always make sure you're at 150 HP, at least a level 2 vest as well. What game is that? This is Call of Duty Mobile. Is that a real player? No, that's a tree stump. Okay, so we're at 10 kills. Looks like we have a dude suiciding his chopper on top of this water tower. And I think he's going over to get more dudes. Okay, so that's the third guy of the squad, by the way. Or actually, now that I think about it, the guy Pilo over there was shooting at the dude's chopper, which he landed over here. So that was 2 separate squads. So those are like little things to remember. Like, I've killed 3 players, but 2 of them were on separate squads. So you have to like start doing math. That's when it gets technical sometimes. But you'll learn as the game, you know, as you grow and playing solo versus squads. But your goal is just to have a chopper, go freaking just look around for teams. Okay, I totally timed that wrong. I gotta get off. Yeah, timed that completely wrong. So, I ought to get my snowboard and kind of reposition myself here. Kind of stay in the area. Just airborne on him. That's why airborne's really OP. Just gonna get my shotgun ammo back up. You should touch on how to not sue your heli. Yes, okay, good points. This is risky here. Oh, that guy took my kill. Well, I actually almost took his kill, but he's sniping across the map, by the way, too, with a DLQ. So what I'm gonna do here, like I said, take advantage of your airborne, right? There's a dude right here. I'm not sure that's a real player. That is a real player. Woo! And my airborne's gone. That's a big rip. Okay, so this situation, you're kind of like, where do I go? Well, look for zone. We're just outside zone, so we're not really too scared. Okay, there's actually a dude on top of the bridge right there, if you guys see him. I think he sees me, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll get a little closer and then shoot him down if I can. Did you just throw a Kobe at me? Where'd he go? He landed underwater, I think. So yeah, if you guys... Let me see. I don't know if it's over here. Okay. So yeah, we're at 15 kills, right? 15. Alright. We need another 5 more kills. We have plenty of players left, as you guys can see in the top left corner. So I wasn't gonna use my snowboard yet because could have been people on the bridge. This guy's gonna be chilling. I'll show you what he's doing. I think there's a tank. Okay. Oh my Lanta. Is this guy in the house? Yeah, he's on the house. He's on top of the roof. The roof. It sounds like there's a base. Okay, so it looks like 2 guys. Is that one dude on top of the rooftop right there? Yeah, there is. Okay. So in this situation, they got 3 guys here, right? Alright, they just jumped off. Looks like they're gonna take zipline. They do see me. So I'll just probably go back and go over here. Go back up. Look at your surroundings, see where all your enemies are at if you can in the sky, so you don't get backstabbed. Probably gonna go ahead and land on top here. Get high ground advantage again, right? High ground advantage. This guy's gonna take zipline not knowing I'm here. I'm gonna push him with the shotgun. Actually, I'm gonna push his teammate here, flank on him. These guys are using comms for sure, communication. Where's his teammate at? That's what I wanna know. Oh. This guy's sweaty. Okay, he's right there. He's right there behind the rock. Oh yeah, he's a big sweat. But he couldn't get away because I'm just a laser. We're just a laser, chat. Okay, look, we're at 18 kills. We have about 14 real players left. Seems like there's a lot of real players alive still. That's probably the last dude of the squad. The last revival flight is off, so always keep in mind about the revival flights too. Super important. You gotta be careful here with the tanks and all this stuff as well. So the hip fire right there just saved my booty. I'm gonna heal up back to 150 HP. I'm at 83 health. So we got 20 kills, as you guys can see. We finally did it. We did it! And then after that, you just kind of do the same thing, but since we're in that last revival flight here, you just kind of look for kills and just go for it. So let's see here. I don't see anyone behind me. I thought there were shots down there. There's a guy in a tank still just chilling. Not sure what he's up to. I don't even see the other tank. Oh, it's right here. This vehicle's about to explode. There's 3. We still have a lot of real players left, man. Jeez. Sheesh. High ground, chat. High ground. I just got sniped. Dude, there's still so much action right now. Holy cow. Alright. Oh, I didn't heal. Always get the heal off, chat. Always get that heal off. Sheesh.
The ejection device bin has been delivered.
Sheesh. Uh-oh. This ain't good here. You don't want to be in this position right here, chat. So usually I'll just kind of flank to my left. Drop a smoke. Can't even see this man.
Be careful. Nearby. Only 2 teams left. Getting close to victory.
Oh man, he's sniping. Okay, this position here. Wait, I already used my airborne? That's a big rip. Where's he sniping from? Oh, he's up top. So this situation when you're like a low ground perspective, as you can see, I'm in the circle here, which is gonna give me advantage, kind of, because they're gonna have to move in. That guy's just chilling right there, so I'll try and throw a Kobe. Maybe it'll hit. This guy's going around on top. Oh, he's coming up behind me. Nice move. I'm not sure the other guy's at. He's still over there trying to snipe me. Always be moving left and right. Try and dodge their bullet shots. He's still over there in the top left, or top over there. So put some pressure on him. Maybe throw some Kobe's over here off to the side because that's where he's going. Let me get another Kobe. Oh, I hit him once. Go with the laser and GG's. We did it. We did it, baby. Dude, that was literally much harder than I expected. Like, no cap, dude. Much harder than I expected. Okay, so I'm gonna write down that time frame, by the way, too, because I need to start doing that for my YouTube editor. All right, so this is gonna be the 30 kill game video. So hopefully I can do this within a half an hour, because I literally have half an hour left. So